Oh, are you guys looking over my shoulder again? What the what? And you're looking at my aft? What the hell? Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back. Got the rigger out here today. I've actually been doing some work on it. I was gonna take it out today. Instead, I took out the Delta Force, which I had a JST problem, connector problem that went into my receiver. But today we're gonna work on the rigger, and we're gonna take it out tomorrow and do some turn fin angle adjustments. I want to see what the boat does with a turn fin angled in or angled out. I've messed around with the turn fin angled up and down, and I could tell a little bit of difference. But Dr. Jet had recommended, messing around with the angle cantered in and out. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. I've actually changed the boat around. All right, I was running this ZTW Shark 40 amp ESC in this boat, and I was just curious today. I hooked this Dynamite ESC up to the motor, this Dynamite 30, and man, it turned like twice as hard as this 40 amp ESC. So got the gears to turn. I went ahead and I installed it, and it actually fits perfect with my battery in the boat. The balance is better on a rigger, as far as I know now. As far as I know, with my experience with hydroplanes, the CG needs to be right behind the turn fin. Okay, look at that, right behind the turn fin. You see that? You see that? So I can push my battery forward a little bit. I've actually got more adjustability with my battery with this ESC in it. This ZTW ESC is really long. It's really long. All right, and heavy. It's heavy, bulky, a pain in the ass. It's only got water cooling out of one side, so I had to actually run my water cooling tube like a little U and back to the motor and out the boat. With this Dynamite, it's all like one line, one shot. Some boats this might work good on, tight places or something, but on this one, this Dynamite seems to be the best choice. So we're gonna give it a shot. I don't know, man, this is my second 40, and I probably shouldn't have got the second one, to be honest with you, but I was giving it a shot, and they're cheap. Let me show you what I'm gonna do with the turn fin. That's the whole reason I got you on here. I got sidetracked, started jacking my freaking jaws. So we're not gonna spend much more time in the shop here. We're gonna take it to the pond tomorrow, which be a couple minutes for you guys. So I got some shims here. You guys are like, Big B, what the hell you got bearings and shims for? What you gonna do with that? All right, what you gonna do with that, Big B? And I got some washers here. I got some like little lock washers. Got a couple real thin shims like that right there, some small ones that we'll use to put behind or in between the bracket and the turn fin. Okay, now I read stuff on forums all the time. And comments, and I'm the kind of person that needs to learn it hands-on. Okay, I can read everything in the world, I can understand it, but it takes hands-on experience for me to learn how something works. So it's going to canter this turn fin in or out depending on which side I put that spacer on. Okay, you see that right there? See how it's cantered in? Now we could probably get away with like a little piece of silicone tube in between this bracket and the turn fin. A little piece of silicone tube, and you could squash it and tighten it up and squash it. I also thought about getting a little spring, drilling out these two holes right here. Okay, putting a little spring, like a real small, like very thin, light spring on this screw, and I'm putting a light spring on this screw, okay? And then putting 2 screws right here. Alright, I could tighten up this front screw with the spring sandwiched in between. I mean, the spring would literally, it would be like that short, you know, but a super small one. Kind of like this spring that's on my propeller balancer. But I don't have one right now, but I'm thinking about doing that. And with that spring in the front and the back, and then two nuts and bolts right here, we could tighten down the front one. Alright, we could tighten down the front one and pull that front end in or out, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Just an idea for you guys to, you know, rattle around in your mind there. You know, you can't put the spring on this one and this one and expect it to stay in position this way. So you'd actually have to have 4 points of contact for the spring deal to work. I mean, it might not even work, but I was trying to think of an easy way to do this so I wouldn't have to fight with putting those washers in and out. So just something for you guys to think about. Shut up, I'm gonna stop jacking my jaws. We're gonna go out and mess with this turn fin, see if we can't learn something. Alright, stick around. I've got my turn fin with no washers in between it. Just like I would run it normally. I want to see how the boat is balanced and how it runs first, and then we'll throw the washers in there as we go. Okay, so let's get to it. Alright, turn fin straight up and down like I normally run it. Let's see how the boat runs. I got the Outrigger 432 on here. Oh shit, it's not lifting up in the corner. Well, a little bit. Man, it's riding flat. And that ESC, the 30 amp Dynamite ESC, is turning that motor harder than the 40 amp ZTW. Yeah, man. I hate to even do the test now. It's running good. Oh, every time I say that. All right, so let's try the turn fin canted in like that. I'm gonna put 2 washers in it, kind of like an extreme. The tricky part is getting it set up the same every time, so every test is the same. Turn fin canted in. Extreme. Okay, so there's a little bit more bounce. Oh no, it's actually good. So we kind of, wow, it's turning better. Watch this. Whoa, turn fin canted in. Extreme. No bounce on the corner. Every freaking time. Alright. You can actually see the turn fin working. You could see the turn fin working. You could see the spray coming off of it. Sorry, I moved my hand off the trigger. You could see the spray coming off of it. Yeah, man. It actually feels like it's slowing the boat down a little bit. It feels like it's slowing the boat down a little bit because it's like canted in so much. Kind of putting some drag on the boat. So it actually run pretty good right there. So I'm interested to see how it does the opposite way. All right, so let's take one of the washers out. Yeah, you could see the spray coming off the turn fin. Like you could see the turn fin working. It actually felt like the boat was a little bit slower because I guess it's putting a little bit of drag on the on the boat itself. So let's take one off. Let's see what it does with just one on, and then we'll do it the opposite way, which I know what's going to happen the opposite way. I have a feeling anyway. But we're just going to take it off and see. You guys see my screwdriver I made for the turn fin, so I can get in there. Always thinking, you guys. Always thinking. On a rigger, you got 3 points of adjustability. Well, hard points anyway. You got your turn fin, you got your rudder, and your strut. Unlike a monohull, you got trim tabs, turn fin, strut, rudder. A catamaran, you got weight, which you have weight distribution on this boat too to tune it with. But a catamaran, you have weight and strut adjustments alone. So monohull is basically my favorite boat to tune. They're fun to tune. You know, you got all this hardware back here to play with, and I'm really enjoying tuning this rigger. It's fun. Full trigger turn, little bounce, no bounce there. Not even letting off the trigger, y'all. I'm not letting off the trigger at all. Oh, it's flipped. I'm not letting off the trigger whatsoever. It's actually turning good, man. It's turning better than it was. Not letting off the trigger. Bounce on the outside of the corner like it used to. So I'm thinking that turn fin adjusted like with the 2 washers might be it. That might be it. Yeah, cause see it's bouncing there. A little bounce on the outside. Full trigger. Yeah, man. All right, so while I still got juice in this battery, oh yeah, ready to go. Oh yeah. Oh, that was cool. Did you guys see that? All right, so while we still got battery, a little bit of juice, let's do it the opposite way. Let's do it with the turn fin canted out. It's not going to help the boat, I don't think. It could, but we're just going to do it for shits and giggles. All right, just for shits and giggles. Live stream today with, you know, talking with some guys on a live stream, talking about boats, and one of these guys was like, boats are boring. You know, boats are boring. Why would anybody want to run boats? And kind of teed me off. Kind of teed me off a little bit. But you know, I get it. People that haven't run a boat, I kind of get it. Like most of the YouTube videos you see on YouTube, it's just guys out there running their freaking boat, just running it around in a circle. And I could see why people would think RC boating hobby is boring, because they watch these freaking videos on YouTube where all they do is run their boat around a circle. That's all they freaking do. And I could see why people think it's boring. But, you know, that's why I try to prop wheelies and I do my boat bashing videos. I'm trying to expose the hobby, you know. It's not a boring hobby, and it's always something you're doing. You know, and I guess a lot of people don't have access to ponds and lakes and stuff, but I don't think the boating hobby is boring at all. Yeah, perfect first time. At all. I don't think the boating hobby is boring at all. I freaking love it, man. It's not boring. All right, so battery's about dead. Turn fin angled out, okay? Extreme out. It's starting to be interesting. It might work good. Yeah, see, it's bouncing that sponson real bad. You see that? All right, my battery's dead. The temp on this, ooh, 87 on the ESC with this 30 amp. 82 with this 30 amp dynamite. 91. The motor's 55 degrees. Yeah, so I think it really worked better canted in. I think it worked better canted in because it's wanting to flip real bad right now. And it's got yeah, see it's sponsoring wanting to bounce on the turn. So canted in toward the bow is the best way to run it. All right. Really, really, really helped out a lot. I took it off the back and I got it cantered in toward the bow again. I actually used one regular washer and one thin shim. I want to see what that does. All right, with the small battery. Nice, no bounce. Oh, little bounce there. All right, let me make sure my battery's forward. Oh yeah, I got the turn fin a little bit deeper too. So it don't really run that good with it deeper. But I just wanted to try it out with the little shim, you know, a different angle. But yeah, you guys, yeah. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an idea of how you can tune your rigger using shims, washers, to pivot your turn fin in and out. Of course, you got your up and down adjustability, but in and out will give you a whole different attitude, a whole different ride, and you could actually see the damn turn fin spraying water off. Whereas before running the boat, you couldn't see all that spray. You couldn't see the actual turn fin working, so to speak. But yeah. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for watching. Big B with Ironclad RC, our channel where we tinker, test, and tune everything RC. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Duct tape. I'm from the South. We use duct tape for everything. See you later.